Hello. Hello, everyone. I am, well, this is not a very good introduction, but hi, I'm Jared. I'm the community intern here at Brace Yourself Games, and today I'm very excited because we have our writer, Lulu. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi. Yeah, I'm Lulu Kadim. I'm the writer on Industries of Titan. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah, we'll
Let's have a Matt with us
yeah,
today.
yeah, we got
I'm
Matt.
here. It's me, Matt. I'm an associate producer at Brace Yourself Games. I work with both the Industries of Titan and Phantom Brigade teams, and I've been on a couple streams this week, but I'm excited to be back for more action.
Yeah, we're always happy to have Matt. And in general, we'll decide what we want to do today. But I do have some questions prepared about the writing and the lore and the mysteries of what goes on Titan, because Lulu knows a lot about those things. Mm-hmm. And if you have any questions,
I'm here to tell you all the things that Andy doesn't want you to know.
Ah, yes. Okay,
we're gonna get all the secrets today.
Yeah, all the secret mysteries. Not. Yeah.
If the stream gets pulled, you know why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. The council's like, we've had enough. You've revealed too much. But yeah, what's the game mode we're gonna jump into today?
Maybe we can try Zen Mode, just because I'd like to listen to the advisors talk about their writing and characterization, and also we can take a look at the Codex a bit later on too. How does that sound?
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so Zen Mode is a mode. Yeah, Zen Mode is a mode that doesn't have rebel attacks, so you don't have to worry about defending your city. It's if you want a bit more of a relaxed experience, then we can go about doing that. Yeah, we just do standard. Confirm. Oh, actually, I guess we might as well, if we're doing this anyways, can we change low resources? Sure, let's try low resources. Give a little bit of challenge in a different way. Okay, the most important part, where we name the corporation.
Oh yeah, writer Lulu as our yes. Lulu as our designated writer, you've got to do your favorite task, which is naming things.
Yeah. I've complained so much about naming things. Please don't make me do this, Matt.
Yeah, that's okay. I think we should go with something animal in nature. We should do animals. We've done a lot of food stuff. We've done fruit. I think we should go with an animal theme this time. So maybe we want to do birds. Do we want to do mammals? Do we want to do lizards? Like, what's the plan?
Platypus?
Porpoise?
Marsupials? Did someone say platypus?
Challenge our knowledge. I don't think a platypus is a marsupial. I think it's a mammal.
It's
maybe.
They're both, well, marsupials are mammals.
Oh.
All right. How about something like Trash Panda Enterprises? That's gonna be too long. Trash Panda Inc. Squid Inc.
Oh, that's so I cannot allow that to stand. That's so bad.
This is how you get writers to come up with names: is you just give them garbage names, and then they're like, no. We're gonna make this better.
I like Trash Panda. Yeah, and we're limited
Trash
liability.
Panda,
yeah, so no one can complain.
Okay.
Us. Yeah, that's important. Okay,
Definitely.
which one looks like a Trash Panda here? This one's like a little guy with a face.
Yeah.
We've done the face before. I like maybe something that looks like a trash can. No, it's that. Do you see that kind of like hexagonal circular one? Like you're looking at a trash can from the top down.
Oh, this one?
Scroll down a little bit. No, scroll down a little bit. Just yeah, there you go.
Wait, which one? I don't know. I see which one you're talking about. This one?
Oh, I'm not looking at the right. I'm looking at the that one. Yeah,
The
Panda LLC.
this like the I one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's like a rubbish bin.
Exactly.
And yeah, thanks YouTube chats. I want to say GG. Keep up the good work. And what's this? And is there any chance for Crypto the Necrodancer too? Okay. Moving
you'll
on.
have to stay tuned about. You'll have to stay tuned about our other game franchises, indeed.
Oh yeah, we're playing Industries of Titan. Okay, let's go to let's enable tutorials so we can hear the characters, and yeah, let's launch. And we got Trash Panda LLC. Who's played the new Trash Panda game? Came out last week, I think. Also set in Vancouver.
Oh yeah, the detective one. What was that one called?
Backbone, I think. Is that right?
Yes.
Backbone. Yeah, that's sort of my friend Danny Whitson Salfield wrote that. He's great.
Awesome. Yeah, it is definitely on my wish list. Maybe I'll pick it up during the Steam summer sale. Excited a bit. I do like raccoons. They are my favorite animal, so I feel like I'm obligated to play that game.
You don't have any in the UK, and like it was so exciting to move here.
Yeah.
And actually see them. And they're so chunky. I was not expecting like how humongous they are.
They're delightfully thick, aren't they? They're great. In the UK, you've got foxes, right? Like urban foxes.
Many.
Okay, I'm going to turn up the volume, and I'm going to turn down the music, but and the SFX a bit, and leave the voiceover high so we can listen to the voices, and we can talk about some of these characters.
Sounds great.
Of what we like to call bugs, which the council are eager to squash. If you stumble upon such a bug,
Yeah, the amazing work that like all the voice actors and Kevin put together.
Your screen or through the pause menu. Thank you.
Oh wow! Look at this. Look at how many rocks we have to get rid of. Oh boy, we're just surrounded by rocks.
Welcome, founder. My name is Shiaro Hess, and I am your corporation monitor.
Nice to be rugged.
Every founder on Titan is assigned a monitor like me. I make sure you treat Titan with respect. It is the council's property, after all.
So, Lulu, who is your favorite advisor?
Very efficient.
Oh, my favorite to write or my favorite to like listen to?
Why not both? First, your favorite to write for, and then your favorite to listen to.
My favorite to write for is definitely Einab here. She's like a lot of fun. I really like authoritarian characters, and Elspeth is so fun. Like I love the way she enunciates everything. But I also really love. Actually, I really love listening to like almost all of them. Well, yeah, all of them. But I think Leo Visk is a lot of fun to listen to. So delightfully evil.
Yeah, definitely a character that you love to hate, right? Like turning people into working machines. Yeah. Do you find that writing for one of the characters like comes super like naturally to you? Are there characters that like you kind of struggle to get in the headspace of sometimes? Like how does that work for your creative process?
One last thing to ensure.
Yeah, some are definitely easier. Like people like Ayana is quite easy to write for just because she's like super peppy and upbeat, and like that's a pretty easy place to be. And like I'm a pretty enthusiastic person, I feel like, so that's like easier for me to channel. But people like Shiaro Hess is quite challenging in a lot of ways, just because his motivations are like kind of kept close to the chest, and he's quite understated in his voice.
Yeah, I like his mysteriousness for sure.
The outline tiles adjacent to your headquarters belong
Excuse me.
to you. I make sure you treat Titan with respect. It is the council's property, after all.
Got a bus
You are free
outside.
to do as you please
Don't know if
with
the
this
stream
land.
can hear that.
Any land outside your territory, however, belongs
Yeah,
to you.
Shiro Hess is
If you wish to
quite
use that
quite the
land,
character.
you have to
Like
pay taxes
encouraging,
with influence.
but like also wary. I feel like he's kind of like feeling out the founder and like, you know, seeing if you're capable of
Ruins cover almost every
actually
inch of
succeeding
Titan,
here on
to the rage
Titan.
of an earlier, more foolish
Yeah, his
civilization.
loyalty definitely lies with
doomed
the
settlements who built them
council.
left many resources
Mhm.
and artifacts behind.
Yeah. Oh, you bring up an excellent point. Like, all the advisors seem to have kind of a different relationship with the council. What was it like to kind of like craft those relationships and like communicate them through the tutorial dialogue and stuff?
It's been like a lot of fun. A lot of it is work that was already done by Laura Mache, our previous writer on Institute of Titan, who is incredible. It's always fun to have characters caught between two loyalties, to the wanting the founder to succeed, but also a lot of founders come to Titan and fail. So it's a huge commitment to throw in all of your, like, put all of your eggs into one founder's basket. I think that's always like a lot of fun when you get to write people who are cautiously trying to suck up.
Yeah, do these advisors work with multiple founders, like landfallers,
No.
or no?
They do not.
They're
but
basically
a lot of
assigned.
them- yeah, a lot of them have been on Titan for a very long time. People like Vern, who has seen a lot of founders come and go and disapproved of a lot of founders.
So Vern's maybe a little more suspect of you than others, maybe like Ayana, who are more Genki and peppy and like just looking to help and confident that you're gonna make something work.
She's pretty naive. Like, she's not got that kind of jaded feel to her yet. I'm sure Titan will eventually beat her into her, though.
So that's like another interesting axis, axis that the advisors fall on, right? Is like least experienced to most experienced. Where do you think some of the like advisors fall on that spectrum?
So definitely, like, yeah, Vern's been doing this for longer than anyone. He knows what he's about, which is why he has no compunctions about being kind of disapproving towards the founder, which a lot of the other advisors are pretty cautious about, I think. And then you've got people like Solar Arala, who, despite being like fairly experienced, still has like a lot of enthusiasm for their job. Because the only thing that they care about is transport. It doesn't really matter to them what the founder is up to. It's good to have passion, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, how are things going over on the city building side, Jared? What are we looking at?
Let's see. I am trying to get red artifacts because I need the red artifacts to unlock the spaceport. But because there are so few ruins because of the mode that we're playing, yeah, it's been a challenge. But I think we will be okay. And I'm gonna fit in some. Where is that? We're supposed to have a storage container. Okay, I can put one here for the tutorial. Put one here. I really like the little. The small waste receptacles and storage containers because they fit in these convenient little spots. Oh yeah, we gotta build a
You're
waste
doing a
receptacle.
really nice job at Tetris.
Tetris, yeah. Everyone's got their own Tetris experience. I don't know how to T-spin. I've never won Tetris 99, but I have come second.
Nice.
Let's
Pretty
see.
good.
Yeah, there's some people who are just so good though. Which way do we want to Tetris this? If I do this, then I think it's if I do that, then I can fit. Probably this is better, and then we'll do a monetization here. Okay. Cool. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to build a waste receptacle. Didn't I do that? Oh, I did not do that yet. Okay, waste receptacle. Here it is.
Yeah, you got a little space for it.
Yep. Oh, we might be very short on power. I think we have just enough. Yeah. Neat.
Now, remind me, Jared. So like normally we'd spawn with kind of an abundance of ruins around us, and we'd be able to get minerals and isotopes from the ruins as well as waste. But we've picked like a very rocky area to start this time for kind of an additional challenge. Now, what do the rocks give us? Do they give us anything? Remind me.
Nope, they do not. They just cost 4, and then we try to dismantle them to get them out of the way. Yeah.
Amazing.
And yes, Pony, this is a new game we just started. Lots of yeah, you can. When you start a new game, you can select different kinds of like difficulty of terrain, and this one is obviously one of the more difficult ones, where you have very few ruins and very few resources. Oh, storage is full. Storage.
Any parcel of land from the council with influence. You can spend
Looks like you're going to need to build a factory soon, running out of floor space.
It is not limited to land you already own. But choose carefully.
I also just talk about like the isotope, the mineral and isotope hatches. I think they're so gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I don't think we've.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nick's art. Yeah, Nick's art is great. He's got the low poly art style for all the environmental stuff. You can really tell with the rocks and stuff too. And then all the like man-made stuff is voxel art. And they blend really nicely when you keep those two conventions in mind.
These devices don't require any external energy of their own, and they operate without employees.
Are there any like crevices or sinkholes?
Oh, good question.
It's finally time to turn our fuel into energy.
Oh, we got one crevice.
Yeah, I'm beginning to. Yeah, you got a crevice right over there by the council building.
Sinkhole over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to clear a lot of rocks to get to the valuable stuff.
Yeah.
The generator will convert fuel into energy. All right, the juice is flowing.
I love that line, the delivery there.
It's time to send that energy out to the buildings and devices that need it.
So Lulu, maybe it might be good to talk about some of the like changes we made recently to like tutorials and stuff, because like we used to have like an old tutorial system, and now we have like a system, like a different one that we've changed kind of recently within the last couple of months. Can you talk to us about kind of like what we improved as we went through that process?
Yeah, so it used to be like one very long tutorial, but as the kind of we added more features and more things needed to be explained, and we got player feedback, there was just like more information than we could fit into one tutorial. So now you have like a little call icon that allows you to call your advisors, and they will be able to give you more information on what you need to do with the game.
You're the new founder, right?
Yeah.
I'm Erlen Fletch.
So go on.
Spaceport operator.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, we'll be able to show that off after we get through the more linear part of the tutorial. We'll be able to ring up our advisors and ask them for help on, basically where you are at as you're building your city and what areas might need addressing.
Ooh, I just realized that we won't even be able to get to that because that only. Sorry, yeah, that only unlocks after basically like do the wait. If I just skip, will I get there eventually? Oh wait, okay, let's skip so we can.
Yeah, you could skip. Yeah.
Okay.
Show that off. Yeah, the tutorials are quite modular. You can kind of like go forwards and backwards, and like within each thing, like if you miss something, they said you can go previous and check it out again, and you can skip forward too if you're like, yeah, I get it, I'm ready to go to the next thing.
Once the generators are hooked up to an energy bridge, the grid outside can... Founder!
Yeah, so I'm gonna need to set up some factories. Or at least one factory here.
Some more citizens.
Yeah. Okay, so I have some citizens. How many of them have jobs? I think I need to, like,
We have a question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have a question from Pony0935 in chat. Says, tell me which software to make voxel models. I think Magica Voxel is going to be your best bet there. Oh, you said you tried Magical Voxel and the result mesh was super weird. Really, that's probably the best program I'm aware of for voxel specifically. There might be some other alternatives out there that folks in chat can help you with. Yeah. So...
Let's put this over here.
Yeah, and that's all that's going on in chat at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to need processors because there's just so few resources. Yeah. There's just so few resources. I also, I probably did this too hastily, but I unlocked the council monument already because I'm like, oh, I need to get influence, or otherwise I can't claim these resources, but I think that was a mistake.
No, I don't know. It sounds clever. What are the power draw requirements?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I feel like I'm not gonna get to the point where I can really use it for a while. So I think it was a bit too hasty of me. But yeah, we're gonna need some generators and such. So I don't even have enough for a large generator. Yikes. This is a challenge.
Yeah, I probably want to work on claiming those
minerals over here.
Yeah, the mineral patch and stuff.
Or this one for 52. That's pretty good too. But yeah, we're also so few. We have so few ruins that we can't get artifacts. So I guess these are probably the better way to get the minerals.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're waiting on that. Let's see what else can we do here while we wait for that.
All right, founder. Now that you've built your
I love Lyovisk.
You're ready to convert citizens into employees.
Yeah, what's your favorite thing about Lyo?
It's just like how happy he is. It's like so corporate. I love it. Well, it's so evil.
The corporate, toxic corporate positivity. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to see.
What's it like to write for a character like that, Lulu? How do you get yourself in that headspace?
It's a lot of fun. Like, I aspire to be such a villain one day. It's like such a casual villain. It's kind of nice to exercise that kind of I think we're all like some percentage of evil, right? Like inside a little bit.
I don't know. Speak for yourself, Lulu.
I'd say I'm like 5% evil, and I tap into that 5% when writing Leo.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah, I feel like if I had to write for a character like that, I would tap on some of my experiences from working at larger companies with like thousands and thousands of employees and all the kind of shenanigans that happens when a company grows to that size.
Oh, definitely.
It's pretty ridiculous.
No comment.
I think it's also he's got a very like politician-esque way of relating to things, and the way that he talks. It's that very kind of charismatic, very single-minded focus way of relating to the world.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'd do very well in politics.
Founder, I was wondering when you arrived. We got a lot of work to do.
What is the politics of Titan and the council, right? Like what's the structure? What's the hierarchy that players are a part of as they foray into being a new founder on Titan?
Well, I mean, a lot of the hierarchy in the council is all smoke and mirrors that it's not for founders to know.
Landfaller cities
I
can
see.
be
or
the
pretty
road.
much anyone
Keep your
outside
eyes
of
open and
the
your mind
very
sharp.
select circle.
If we want to survive this
Um,
poisonous rock, we'll
but-
have to work hard.
Founders might find out more. There may be, in the future, some secrets revealed. But certainly
makes them that much more effective at construction.
there are kind of plans to. I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about, to like carefully not brush up against major spoilers.
Yeah, definitely don't give anything away for players, but it's safe to say that as a new founder, you're not really you haven't really earned the trust of the council, right? You still have a lot to prove on Titan, and maybe even within your first playthrough or something, like that doesn't mean you're totally in with them and stuff, right?
Yeah, and maybe you'll have make choices that aren't best for the council.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, there we go. Get more
Yeah, it seems like the
here.
council is it the council, or is it the Landfallers faction that you're a part of that is like so comfortable with the treatment of like turning citizens into employees and other stuff like that? Like, culturally speaking, is that something the council's like, yes, we encourage that? Or is that like, do they just kind of play aloof and they're like, well, if that's what you want to do, things like that?
So it's encouraged by the council, but I think the Landfallers are definitely the faction that take it most to heart because they're the newest to Titan, so they're the most kind of influenced by the council's policies. There are, in the future, gonna be factions that maybe have different attitudes towards certain council-sanctioned behavior.
Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah, I know that we have that kind of faction select screen at the beginning of creating a new game, and right now Landfallers are the only factions that you can play as. And the other one there is kind of a tease, right? It's kind of some like garbled strings and stuff. But yeah, I believe it is a plan in the roadmap to be able to play additional factions in the future at some point.
Yes. And one of the loading screens does include hints at other factions as well.
Mm-hmm.
A little lore for them.
Can you talk about any of these other factions? Do you know? Can you give us just an inkling?
So one of the loading screen laws talks about the Dark Side Dwellers, which is a faction that lives in an area that doesn't get as much sun, which is why their nickname is something like Bowlegs, because of the lack of the high incidence of rickets in that area. Getting sunlight is real bad for you, as it turns out.
Oh, dang.
Does that have to do with the fact that it's not a real sun?
Somewhat. It just means that, not all areas of Titan get as much sunlight as others. And it is highly politicized.
Ah, gotcha. Speaking of the artificial sun, did the... I think we have some lore screens about it or something in the loading screens, but it's like Titan has an artificial sun. Was that something that the council created, or is it something maybe that predated that and is mysterious? Like, what's the deal?
Well, that I can't talk about.
Gotcha. Okay.
That is something that the player will have to discover in the future as more information becomes clear to them.
So, yeah, we have a lot of ways of, like, dropping lore in the game right now that are kind of like diegetic, and like we've got if you're curious and you're like building ships and you notice like the different hulls have lore about them, like you can read up on the like the lore of each like ship and all this stuff. We have a codex in the game that you can go and read some lore. We've got the little hints and tips on loading screens and stuff. But like, I think we're also gonna like, as we add new game systems, we're gonna have new ways of dropping lore, right?
Yeah.
I think in the near future we're looking at like tech trees and research and ruins and stuff like that. Are you excited to drop some more lore on us as we add those features to the game?
So excited about the tech tree. It's just going to be, a lot more space to expand on current ideas that the player doesn't have any ideas about yet because we haven't been able to surface it, but also just to make up some cool new stuff for Titan. Invent some new corporations that exist and have had influence over the history of Titan. But there will hopefully be, in the future, a little bit more audio from like your advisors and stuff that will give you a little bit more hints at what's going on in this world.
Yeah, trying to solve
How
the
you doing, Jared?
trying to solve the problems here. It's not easy.
Yeah. What's a status update, founder? The council is curious. How is your your little operation going here?
So I think I actually did get some waste and one isotope from this this rock that I dismantled. So I could get lucky for going for
nice.
more rocks. But basically what I'm trying to do is I can see that my fuel over here is already depleting, albeit like very slowly. And over here it's also like pretty much level. So I am a little concerned about fuel, and I think the first thing I'm going to aim to do is build a fuel turbine over here. But then in order to do that, I'm going to need a lot more mineral CUs. I'm definitely going to need to start upgrading my minerals to tier 3. And I'm going to do that in this factory. But first I would like to try to get 2 isotopes, and then I can connect these 2 factories. Yeah, so those are my plans.
Sounds like a satisfactory status update, founder. We look forward to seeing what you've got for us next.
Yeah. It's definitely a challenge playing on this this map with very low resources and low ruins. Makes things much more difficult.
The council is not interested in your excuses. The council demands results.
Goodness, you don't have to worry about the rebels in Zen Mode.
Yeah. Most stressful Zen encounter ever. Yeah.
Actually, those are like, I can't believe I didn't mention those as 2 of my favorite characters to write. One isn't in the game yet, but we have posted like his portrait on our Twitter before of Soren Gorak, who will be a future rebel leader that you'll encounter, who is probably one of my favorite characters to write, bar none. And Baja is a lot of fun as well. They are so great.
Yeah, I think I can see how they are very different to write, because they obviously come from the opposite perspective as all these folks who you normally write who are helping us. But at the same time, they're also like, quote, the good guys who are fighting against the oppressive council.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to balance, and it's a lot of fun to be mean to the founder. Trash talk them pretty badly. Just a lot of fun.
Yeah, do love that.
Yeah.
Can you kind of tease some of the differences between like Bahar, which players players will see in the game right now? Bahar is the current rebel leader that you can run up against, but not the only rebel leader. And Soren will be one in the future. And I guess, can you give us a sense for Soren's vibe versus Bahar's vibe?
So Soren is a lot more menacing, I would say, is one of his defining features. He's a lot more vicious as well. He is kind of doing the right things, but for the wrong reasons. He's got that kind of magnetic, almost cult-like leader feeling to him. Yeah, which is a lot of fun to write kind of character.
Yeah, so you might feel, better writing Bahar as like a freedom fighter, right? But like Soren's got kind of that moral ambiguity of like, is he doing this just to curry favor and gain power in his own way, or is he really doing it to help the citizens of Titan?
Yeah, exactly. And he's got
that.
like the classic tragic backstory as well that is usually used as like motivation for heroes. But he's kind of using it. He's kind of using it in a manipulative fashion.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Love complicated characters like that.
I'm hoping players will like him as much as they like Baja.
Yeah, I'm a Bahar stan.
Yeah, I want Bahar's coat so much, or like, the jacket they're wearing. It's so cool. I need that in real life. Nick, please, if you're watching the stream, please let's make this happen.
Cities of Titan fashion line when?
Yeah. World Without Song in chat says we're all Bahar stans. I agree. They kick ass. Even when they're kicking my ass, I'm like, I'm okay with this. I deserve this.
I think that's it's Tina, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So learning industries of fashion. Hey, there we go. And video in chat. That's what our line should be when it comes out. Oh, I say that like it's a real thing, but I'm just kind of speaking it into the universe right now.
Yeah. I mean, what's stopping us at this point? It's not like we've got 2 games in development. We have plenty of free time.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, Rebel Chic would be fun. Yes, please. Let's see.
Can I?
It would all have to be covered in like a thin layer of grime, though.
Yeah, derelict. Haute capitalism.
Nice.
Love it.
Okay.
Take waste from your factories and weld it into a like garment. Endio says, I can't wait to see the gas mask line.
What are you doing for it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Oh, you joining your factories up.
Yeah, because I actually have like 2 separate grids right now. I think this one just has a little bit of fuel, like just has 1 extra power, so it doesn't. I guess I could put 1. Yeah, I could put 1 bridge in here. Let's see, can they get out if I put 1 here? We'll see.
I think if you go and put it on the square to the left and you cut off one of the accesses to the pod, it should be fine.
Yeah.
But not where you put it.
Where the trash is. Put it where the trash currently is.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to say.
We've got a question for Lulu from the chat, from Kevin. What was the inspiration for Bahar's character? What's their deal?
A lot of it was kind of current activism, for sure, was a big influence. Like specific characters I was thinking of were people like the Princess Leia in Star Wars, and also Rachel in Blade Runner. That kind of very well-spoken but very passionate kind of person. Has like a huge amount of focus for what they want and is kind of brutal about getting it. Cares a lot. They don't really know, not Leia so much, but I think for Baja, they care a lot about things, but don't necessarily know how to express that because they've been brought up in such a way that doesn't allow for kind of affection or weakness.
So that's their deal. Yeah, Kevin's like, they seem so angry. But they have some family reasons to be kind of angry, right?
So if you read the descriptions of the ship hulls, you may notice that the ships are all designed by Kuroba Solutions, which is Baja's parents' company, Baja Kuroba. And they did not like what was happening at Kuroba Solutions. They kind of became disillusioned with the whole situation. And there's more to their story, but I want to save some of it for their like future information that you can get.
Absolutely,
Nice.
yeah. Don't give it all away for sure. But that's some high drama there.
Yeah.
Some good family drama.
They've kind of broken the dynasty as well that the family had going on.
All right.
Kina is asking which advisor we would like to go for drinks with.
Alexa. Alexa would have the best war stories, like, period. Like as an admiral, like all the ship battles. Like I just want to hear. I just want to hear about all those conflicts.
She also don't seem like a totally awful person, so she wouldn't be too bad to.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, who are you taking for drinks?
I already said I'm a Bahar stan, so I guess I'll stick with that. But yeah, I still really like Lio as well. Just so evil.
I agree with Maddie. I think I would go with Alan Fletch.
Oh yeah,
like he would be a good tank.
Zero G drinks.
Yeah, you'd be up in space. It'd be a good time.
Yeah, he is. He does seem pretty cool. Can't even
Drunk
set up
in zero G.
I love how many plants the rebels have behind their portraits. We won't see the portraits right now, but we can go to the Codex in a bit.
Yeah. Oh, Soren's isn't there yet. Soren has the most amount of plants behind him.
This is some kind of propaganda technique. Is like use the plants. Trust the fungus.
Yeah, he's heavily like modded, so it's a nice contrast. I think that Nick's introduced of like the natural background with his almost robotic look.
Nice. I'm excited. I don't think I've seen the portrait for that character yet.
We'll have
nice.
Yeah.
Taking him one short here.
Plants are influential. Yeah, I'm really curious what some of the like look and style of the like recreation and parks stuff is going to be when we add that to the game for citizens. I can't wait to see what the team.
For that update.
Yeah. You know, it's going to look so cool, and it's probably going to have some like crazy gameplay impact.
Yeah, and it's going to be nice to have to like actually care about your citizens a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like adding the distinction between, being like kind of like a benevolent capitalist overlord versus one that just like kind of doesn't care. Like that's going to be a fun distinction to like further allow players to role play in their games, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I wasted that space. Should have built something there first.
Yeah, I feel like right now my measure of if I'm being kind to my citizens or not is if I'm effectively managing the waste situation and also not killing them with pollution. I feel like I'm a good founder if I've done that successfully in a playthrough.
Good.
Gucksack was asking, what game mode is this without buildings? It's not without buildings. We picked one with fewer ruins to salvage and a lot more rocks. And it certainly adds to the challenge.
This map is called Rugged Survivalism or Rugged...
Yeah, rugged individualism.
Rugged something. So when you select which... you get a selection of 3 different maps you can use at the moment, which is Standard Investment, Ruthless Investor, or Investment, I think, which has like a lot more, I think, rebel threat, and then you have this one, which is Rugged something, which has a lot fewer resources and a lot more rocks. So it kind of changes the difficulty level of the game.
Yeah, for sure. How are we doing, Founder? How is your city coming along?
Let's see. Yeah, the fuel is still a problem. So I may want to... It's like 1 short. But this is an interesting thing that the fuel generated anywhere can still apply. So it's anywhere else. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to... How many people do I have having jobs? We have 4 citizens with jobs. Okay, I'm just going to turn off this habitat pod. And these citizens now don't have anywhere to live. They're just going to do nothing.
Oh, no.
Because I need one more...
No.
Actually, that wasn't it. It's energy. Well, we can do that too. I don't need those 2 guys. I really don't want to set up a fuel fabricator right here because, the Zethane is slowly going down, or it seems level for now. But I don't want to get rid of or like lose it. But if I can just turn some of these into, okay, maybe we are. Yeah, I guess it's very slowly going down. I just need a little bit more Zethane. Maybe what we'll do is we will set up a factory like far away so it doesn't capture the same area of Zethane. Let's check our Zethane overlay. So our only spot is here, but I want to use that for a fuel turbine. Wow, there's really none.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm close, but then I'm still a little short. That's why I'm getting to that problem because but I will need factories.
You've also...
Yeah.
Hey, you also haven't built your first energy relay to connect your energy grids.
Nope. Yeah. So this one only has 1. Like I can see here that. I thought this would show. Oh, okay. This is grid 1. And it's pretty much at level. We've got a little. Yeah, we got a little bit of power, but Yeah, need a pylon. But we don't need one yet. Everything is in this one factory. But the Zethane we don't need to transport, so it will be okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think I need more isotopes though. Okay, let's claim this. Yeah, I've been saving up my influence for that.
Gucksack asks, will you add drag to select at some point with like selecting multiple ships and things like that? And I think that's on our list of quality of life features, something we've definitely heard many players ask for from launch. So I think stay tuned for future updates. We'll probably solve that all for you soon. Let's see. Yeah.
How many ships do we have? 9. We've barely gotten anywhere with this very difficult map.
Yeah, no, I think Marlon's asking Gucksack.
Yes. Good point. That is correct. Okay, well, we are turning our minerals into tier 3. This is very important to any run of Industries of Titan. Each time you process a mineral, it multiplies by 5. So even just one, like right here, we've got 41 minerals on this minerals patch. But if I process them to tier 2, that becomes 41 times 5, 205. And then if you multiply that another 5, if you process it to tier 3, then it's even crazier. And we will never run out if we process all of them.
Yes.
Okay. So we are close. Once and then I'm gonna wait. So so there's another thing that I know people get a little confused by. One sec. I will just build a fuel fabricator. Fuel fab large over in the corner here. That's all I want. So people do ask about like how do you make your units build with only a specific level of resource or a specific tier. So here we've got the auto currency checkbox. Now I'm gonna select number 3, so this will only show how much I have for tier 3 minerals. Because I'm gonna want to build this fuel turbine with only tier 3 minerals, which we're just waiting on the final tier 3 mineral to be built. There it is. Now we got our 200. We set up our fuel turbine over here. Prioritize, and that will help a lot. And I think once this gets built, then we'll have some fuel.
That'll give you some serious energy security to build on top of. Yeah, I think number one thing for most new players to Titan is going to be just kind of getting a handle on their fuel supply from the Zethane, because it's all around you in the air, and maybe you can show the overlay. Jared,
let's do this
show
quickly. Yeah, here.
Yeah.
So the yellow areas have more Zethane.
Exactly. Yeah, and we definitely spawned in an area that has far fewer crevices and sinkholes than you'd normally have access to. But since your fuel fabricators will actually pull the Zethane out of the air, you got to make sure you don't create dead spots for your fuel economy. So go into those crevices, which are always belching out Zethane, is important.
Yeah, so I can kind of look at that I click on this specific tile, and it shows me how much percent Zethane is in the air, and I know that this is like very, very slowly going down, and see, we just went down 1/100th of a percent, which sounds very slow, but if I wanted to, I could have set up more fabricators here, and that would have pulled more Zethane out of the air, and that would then make it go down faster, eventually leading to a Zethane dead spot, which I wanted to avoid. So instead, I built this other factory over here and just set up one fabricator in it, and it is not reducing the Zethane nearly as much since it's farther away from this area. And now we have a bit of Zethane.
Nice. Yeah, and we'll have a lot more once that dedicated building comes online.
Yeah.
The thing is, as well as also it pulls more fuel. It converts more fuel per minute when it is in a richer area as well. It's kind of smart.
Yeah. I want to set up a mineral processor, but I'm going to need a little bit more power here as well. So L1 mineral processor, where is the best place to Tetris this in? I'm going to need 1, 2, 3. This works, but it could do better. What about here? 1, 2. No. 1, 2. Yeah, I think this is the best spot. Okay. I'm wrong. This doesn't work. I forgot. Cancel. Tetris time. This? Oh no. We need a third. So we know that people have been asking for blueprint mode, and yes, that's something that we definitely want to have. And yeah, we are working on it. But for now, what you can do is you can pause time, and here I can place stuff. So I could try to set up my things here. and I'm like, oh wait, now I actually can't put the employee module here because the employee can't get in on the other side. So I realized that it's that's not going to work. So since I'm paused time, I can now cancel these things. Yeah. This is a tough one. How do we fit all this stuff in? Really want to set it up right here for efficiency. No, it's not gonna do it. This generator is not helping. Is it possible? Can we get?
I have to build it either in the other factory, or maybe you can upgrade to get a second floor.
Yeah, that's another option.
Yeah, I think you have enough isotopes to upgrade.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just how much is it to upgrade? Let's see. No, it's 24 because it's a combined. Yeah, it's quite a bit.
Oh, gotcha. Just need to refine them some more. I had a question for Lulu. As you can see, it's nice and snowy out here right now.
It is.
Can you tell us anything about the weather on Titan? Because, Titan, I guess, doesn't snow on Titan that, like in our solar system, I guess. So what's the deal with weather? Why do we have rain? Why do we have snow? Why do we have even a somewhat habitable planet? Like, what's the world crafting here?
Good question.
So some of this is secrets of the ancient civilization that there's no way for the founder to know now. But we do know that there was a previous civilization on here, so presumably they terraformed somewhat and introduced weather to Titan, along with making some other changes. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
To be so vague
Sufficiently vague. I see. So, but what you gave us is there was an attempt at terraforming, and we are, as current founders, we are living in a Titan that has some pretty dynamic weather, right? It kind of shifts. Would you call it volatile, maybe?
Definitely. It's a little bit unpredictable and changes very rapidly. They did their best with the terraforming. There may have been maybe some reasons why it's more volatile.
Gotcha.
Gosh. So not good at talking in vague terms. I'm doing my best.
Yeah, you're towing the line. The council is not yet displeased with the amount of information you're revealing, so I think you're okay.
I do not need Anarp here on my back. Like, I wouldn't be able to handle it. So
no, absolutely not. Do we know? What are some of the details we can share about like Anar from like what we have in the Codex and stuff? Like, can you tell us a little bit more about Anar?
Yes. I'm gonna go and check what is in the Codex.
Oh, we can do that now. Yeah, my game's not going too fast, but
yeah. Why don't we look at it? Take a save, pop back out, take a look at the Codex for a minute.
Okay, let's crypto menu. But yeah, in chat you can send us feedback through our Brace Yourself Games Discord, which is linked over there in the chat. And we are thinking of having like a suggestion channel we will consider. But in general, you can just put the stuff in there, or you could put it on our Reddit at r/Industries of Titan. Yeah, those are good places. So let us go to the Codex. Okay, so yeah, this is the Codex. We can see some cool stuff here. What do we want to look at?
Oh, let's take a look at the characters. Be able to go take a gander at Anar's
biography.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, it does say she was one of the original resettlements. So this is after the ancient civilization. She was not part of the civilization that was on here before you've arrived, but she is knows how old she is or where she came from. But she has been on Titan pretty much one of the longest standing Titanites.
Does she actually live on
Also-
Titan?
Yes.
Sorry, was that a yes?
Yes.
Sorry, you're cutting out a bit.
She's been. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, she was. She currently lives on Titan.
Hmm. Do we know where she lives on Titan?
I imagine with the council, not in one of the council buildings, but I think that's probably intentionally vague. I don't think it's good for the rebels to know exactly where Inalpir resides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let's pop over to Bahar because we were playing Zen and that didn't have the rebels in it, but we can see Bahar. There they are in all of their glory, and that again, that jacket. I need it. I want it. I want to own it.
So cool. Yeah.
But leader of the Cobra rebels. Are there different like rebel factions and groups?
There are lots of different rebel factions. Bahar leads one, Soren leads another, and there are other smaller factions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We can just like take a look. Now we got Sharo Hess here. You have any interesting tidbits? Look, I love his hair.
Sharo's a cool looking dude.
Yeah, wish my hair did that. And glowed, or had a light on the side there. Yeah.
His like Nick's portraits are so good.
Yeah.
Super good. Here's Erlen. Here's your 0G date for having drinks with.
It's a good
Oh,
time.
it even says right there, he's like the planet's bartender.
Okay,
Knows
yeah.
how to relax.
This is the canon answer as to who you have to have drinks with, right here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Have to, yeah. Visit him on the Watchword station,
Yeah.
where he lives.
Over here we got
cool. Yeah.
We got Alexa.
Enormous combat experience. That is what I'm interested in. I am interested in Alexa's enormous combat experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
I like that she
I want to
doesn't
hear
ha-
those stories.
She doesn't seem as like everyone's got all this technology on them and such. But Alexa, along with Bahar, obviously from the Rebels, but Alexa as well, like seems more down to earth than some of these other folks.
Yeah, a little bit of modding. You can see some of the metal in their face, but not as much.
Cool.
Solar, who is all mods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't.
I love this. I love the like grew up playing Train Conductor Simulator for hours every night. Definitely the gamer of the group.
Yeah, this is a character who you might not meet very much in the linear tutorial. So yeah, once you unlock the advisors, or if you start without the linear tutorial, then make sure to learn about transportation from Sola. Yeah, look at that. Really neat.
Steam chat is mentioning that all this mention of Alexa is probably setting off people's Echo devices at home. And just in case you're listening, Alexa, tell a dad joke. There we go. Steam will thank me for that.
Okay, and we got Lio here, my fave. He's just so funny. So he talks about work-life balance, but his idea of an optimal balance is questionable.
Yes, like any game developer, the work-life balance is questionable. Ready
Well,
to talk about himself.
Yeah. But who wants to hear what a man like this does for fun? That actually is that's a good question.
I think you, Jared. I think earlier you were like, I'd hang with Leo.
What would someone like this do for fun? Lulu, do you have an idea? What do you imagine?
Have to like,
Oh, we cut out
think
there.
about it deep within myself.
Yeah.
What does Leo do? Oh, sorry. I'll have to think about it. What do you think he does, Jared? If you're going to hang with him, what are you doing? What's your like friend date with Leo? Are you like going bowling with him?
I guess it probably would be things like related to like ancillary to work, like where you discuss how your businesses are doing and or how your politics are doing, and you make some shady deals. That's what you do outside of the normal work hours. Then you got to do those under the table stuff that will improve your life at work. I think that's what we'd be doing.
Yes.
Oh my god. Mel says he runs the neighborhood watch.
And Tina said Leo deletes the ladders from the pool while his Sims are swimming.
Yeah, I was gonna say Leo watches The Good Place and roots for the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got little Ayana.
Oh.
Yep, so Genki, so energetic.
I think she canonically also did some VR engineering back in the day. So also a gamer.
Yeah, I wonder how good she is at Beat Saber. You know.
But she says that she failed the VR training program, so I think she isn't very good. I feel like she must get like motion sick. That's why she failed the VR training programs.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it does kind of look like she's wearing like a half VR visor.
Yeah.
You gotta...
they attached it to her head, and then she was like, "This isn't for me," but they couldn't remove it, so they just chopped off the visor part. There you go.
Okay, and we got little text about all the buildings too.
All of it is original. It's not repeated from the flavor text. It's all new-ish information. Some of it is about the kind of history of technology on Titan, who created these buildings and how they came to be. Some of it is just fun flavor.
Which one should we look at?
I love this industrial fan. Industrial fan, it's so good. Like this building is incredible, I have to say. I'm a big fan.
I think this one was written by Tina, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Tina is our writing intern. She's excellent.
Marlon says, Matt, no.
No fans.
No fan puns.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, which one do you want us to read, Lulu?
Oh man, you're like testing my memory here.
I would like to hear about the council hall, because that's something that's on the map, right? As a building, but it's not something the player has control over or anything, right?
Okay, I'll read this out. The council's hall allows better oversight into each city and close monitoring. It is also handy for trade deals that a resourceful founder might want to strike in times of need. The council looks very, very poorly on those who damage these buildings, and destruction of a council hall has historically ended in whole cities disappearing. Ominous.
Oh, jeez.
I like how blocky it is. So I went to the University of Waterloo, and anyone who knows, there's the one building that basically looks like this, and it's like kind of like a sugar cube or an ice cube, and it reminds me so much of it. And I remember when I first went to the campus, like I had the ideas that like colleges are gonna be like you see all this green area, the like there's people studying on the grass. There's people like throwing footballs, but no, at Waterloo, you just got like brutalist 80s looking buildings. And one of them looks just like this.
That's awesome.
The council's watching you graduate.
Yes.
Then we also have a glossary if you're like confused by any terms that kind of explain a little bit
let's
more.
look at that.
So a little bit more of an explanation of cethane, of conversion, of, you know.
This is the part that everyone is most interested in when we. Also,
Yeah,
this
conversion is.
Yeah, this image always scares me. Look how sad he looks.
Yeah.
Definitely at distress.
Yeah.
Isotopes, credits, influence, energy.
Did I see correctly in Bahar's character bio that their family tried to have them converted?
Yeah. So,
Oh man.
against yeah, a really lovely family story, you know. Just one of those classic Titan stories.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's worth calling out that you know, conversion. I don't think we as devs are particularly in favor of conversion, but it's one of those world building things about the society of Titan and the world these people are thrust into. That's just so pivotal, right? Like, so indicative of how human rights are treated on Titan and stuff like that. Super rich vein for storytelling, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I, for one, will be accepting all of my cybernetic implants, first generation. It'll be great. I'm sure there will be no problems.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. There is converted employees. Not all factions feel the same about them. Say that much.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So excited to see what other factions make an appearance in the game as we continue through early access. I think it's a good time to jump back into the game.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look at this flavor text here for all the different devices, as well as all the even all the ships. You got a little something. So yeah, you can really see the world building and lore that you aren't going to see when you're just playing the game, but it's setting the scene for what might come in the future. Oh, and also while we're here, we have this ship, the Goshawk, is DX93. You can order it. We're seeing whether people want to pre-order a Tico block version of the Goshawk. Yeah, so if you want to own your own and build your own with little, they're not Lego blocks, but little blocks, then you can do that. You can pre-order it, and we will get them made if we have 500 pre-orders. You can find that on our
those are super
website.
Cool.
Yeah. Let us go.
I gotta place my order for that. I always used to play with Legos growing up. It was super good. I'd love to build something like that again.
Mm-hmm. Or if you want to make your own, because since these are all voxeler, we'd love to see people like make similar looking things in their own versions in whatever kind of crafty ways. Okay.
Marlon's with the match in the Twitch chat.
Nice. Yeah, I see that. Okay, cool.
Yes, thank you, Marlon. Thanks for posting that.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where to go next, or what to try to do next. We got our fuel turbine getting built. I don't really need more. Okay, we can convert another person. Yeah, I saw it on Twitch. When the converted employees puke, it makes me sad. Same. I agree. Okay. So our spaceport's over here. Yeah, we don't have enough space. Huh, what do we want to do next?
You turn that habitat pod back on?
I did turn it back on, so now we have 6. Not much more, but it is a little bit more.
I think you'll probably want to keep expanding towards where there's some other ruins, right? Because you're going to be artifact bound if you don't expand your control radius. So you probably want to get the command building, and also start bringing your power networks together and like connect your different chunks of land.
We need to get some tier 3 tier 2 isotopes going, but we're still short on isotope tier 1s. So I could set up I think I'm just gonna set ooh man. Okay, let's just try that then. We'll set up a isotope processor. That's just so far away. I want to put the isotope
build another factory. Just build it closer to your other factory. Okay, you're close to being able to upgrade that one and add a floor to it too.
Yeah. Maybe we wait, or do we? Yeah, I'm just sitting here trying to
build
make
your
a
energy
decision.
relay, because it's you're gonna have a hard time building additional areas around your HQ if they're not all connected to the same power grid.
Okay, let's do that, and I'll upgrade that. Okay. Oh. Okay, don't want to build a smokestack.
Your turret will suffice.
Okay.
Excellent. This.
Oh, look at my nice ship.
All right, Founder.
Let's see,
Founder,
can we get...
the Council is granting you communication access to your advisors.
Ah, thank you.
You can now contact your advisors for direction when needed.
Show us the advisor window when Anar's done chatting. That's another thing we haven't highlighted yet.
They are all experts in their fields, after all.
Okay, here we go. Who do you want to hear from? Maybe Sola, since we don't hear from them very often.
Hey, Founder, I'm Sola, your one and only Chief Logistics Officer. You call me if you want something or someone to go from point A to point B. I've been doing this a long time, and I've seen and moved it all. Vats of blood, live octopus bodies, an 8-foot statue of Anar Pure herself once. Just give me some time to rig a vehicle together, and I'll get it moving.
Okay.
So live octopus on Titan, huh? What are in those lakes? Lulu.
I don't even
What's
want to
in the
think
lakes?
about there.
That's definitely something. I want to hear from Sola again.
They just call it. Yeah, I like to think they just call them octopuses, but they're very different from ours.
Oh yeah, totally.
Interesting.
They do it faster, Natch. That's why I prefer vehicles to people. So much more efficient. Ready when you are, Founder. Let's build our transport hub.
One thing I really like about Solar is because Solar is a very fast-talking advisor. Their tutorial or their kind of speech, what are they called? Boxes last for a shorter amount of time. They kind of get through their speech much quicker. It's a really fun way of being able to indicate how differently they talk from the other advisors.
Definitely want someone peppy and hasty like that in charge of your logistics. Get things going. Sola is speedrunner friendly, says Tina. Heck yeah.
For sure.
Let's see who else we want to hear from. I also have the cast from Kevin. So you can. So yeah, Sola is. Let me just find it over here.
Edwin Perez is Sola?
Yes. Yes, Edwin Perez. Yeah. So let's
Very
try
good.
someone else. Let's go to Erlin.
Thanks for checking in, Founder. We're all good up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if they don't have anything, I'll let you know. But if it's starred, that usually means they have, I think, more information for you. Is that right?
Yeah.
Founder, now that your city has been firmly established, it's time for the council to let you in on a little secret. You may have noticed the council outpost located near your city. We've been monitoring you there since you landed. Oh, don't look alarmed, Founder. The council does this for every major investment. Our relationship is built on trust. In order to access our privileged trading market, we have to make sure we can trust you. Access the council building in the city view. Give us a generous donation, and we can authorize you to trade with us.
I don't want to trade with you.
Yeah, we need that. We need that generous donation of five red artifacts in order to get that going.
I love Elspeth so much. Her voice acting is so incredible.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
We're
Also,
gonna need
the voice of Cadence
Yeah.
in Necrodancer and Cadence of Hyrule. And in so many other games, too. Like, when Kevin was on the stream, he was able to kind of, like, give us the... Not discography. That's not the right word. But that's the best my brain can come up with right now.
the IMDb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
Getting just enough influence soon, you're going to be able to claim another ruin.
Yeah, I'm like kind of far from claiming ruins though, so we do want this, like Matt said.
Yeah, we need that.
Wow, we're really short on minerals though. Okay, I think we need to claim one of these mineral patches. Let's see which one has the most. Claim this. Assign someone there. Yeah, we need to be processing those tier 1 minerals.
Yeah, it also looks like you could convert another couple of workers, but you're going to need artifacts to do that. So
yeah,
you're going to.
Okay, I'm gonna pay for this now though. Oh wait, did we already do that? Oh, okay. We guess we don't have to pay.
Yeah,
for
we
that.
did.
And then let's see, how's the fuel going here? Seems to be...
You got plenty of fuel. What you're not doing is storing any of that fuel, which means that, you know, if your fuel generation ever quits, you're not catching that into receptacles, and you really have no buffer, right? So you're definitely gonna want to build some fuel storage.
When I play, I like never build storage. I'm like, nah,
yeah,
be as lean as possible.
Yeah, Ryan said that too, but that's foolishness. That's not leanness.
I'm with Matt on this one. You've got to get some silos.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
You don't have to do the building version. You can definitely just get the device version, and you'll be able to afford that for sure. Like, devices are much cheaper and not quite as effective versions of the standalone buildings that you can get later in the game once you unlock those. And that's just really a way for you to not have to, you know, plan out a factory floor every time that you want to, like, you know, generate power in the future. Like, there's a power building that you can get and assign employees to. So, like, it's a time savings thing, but you also have to be able to, like, support the employees to staff those buildings. So everything comes with a little bit of a trade-off.
Yeah,
a lot of interlinking systems here.
Yeah, my friend was having a lot of trouble when he's first starting, and he's said he's has played a lot of StarCraft, and I think the key thing that he had to learn was that instead of building a whole bunch of like basically trying to stockpile one certain resource. Because let's say in StarCraft, you're if you're doing like a Zerg rush, then you'll do all the things, you get all the upgrades, like follow the tech trees to only focus on one specific strategy. Versus obviously like there's other strategies in the bigger thing, but on a simplistic view, you got that you're focusing on one like set of resources or one kind of unit. But in this game, it's always about like slowly building up each of your resources, because once you are aiming for one resource, then it makes something else worse. So it's always about like maintaining that balance, which is kind of different than some RTS games.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of things come with trade-offs. Like, waste is one of the things that becomes a problem later on, but isn't immediately at the beginning of the game. And that's intentional, right? Because like you want it to reach a point where it's like, oh, now this is this new problem I have to deal with, and you start burning the waste, and you're like, haha, I've solved my waste problem. And then your citizens are like, but there's pollution in the air and it's making me sick. And you're like, I need to deal with the pollution in the air. And I think Lulu, you can kind of weigh in on this more, but that's kind of where the gameplay and the narrative actually like are kind of harmonious, right? Because like there's kind of a little bit of a cautionary tale here about like exploiting resources and sustainability and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also think like this is very much a game where that the history is of founders failing. It's okay to fail and to learn things and try new things in your next build.
Yeah, definitely. I know that the first time I played, I like got 2 hours in and I was like, I didn't understand things, but now I do, right? And I started over, and I did the exact same thing with Stellaris, right? Like a lot of the like 4X strategy games in the genre, like you get a taste for the systems, you learn them, you feel them out, you do the tutorial, you learn, and then you're like, oh, I would like to do this so much better from the start again, and then you jump back in, start a new game, and usually do much better the next time.
And it's fun to try different strategies and see what works best for you.
Totally. I'm a rush the shipyard kind of person instead of relying on turrets, because I enjoy building the ships so much, and the ships can like scout for you, and you can do the manual like ship to ship combat where you target devices and everything. But turrets are the safer pick. I will say that for someone playing their first time, they might want to go for a turret to defend themselves against the rebels first.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, but it is fun to go hunting for rebels yourself, get into some ship-to-ship combat. Really like kind of pew kind of elements of it.
Yeah, things are not happening very fast right now. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I have assigned workers to do things, but some of them are idle. Let's see, 5 idle. Maybe it's we have prioritized tasks. We don't need anyone moving isotopes, right? That's why. Oh, okay, it's because we've maxed our storage, huh?
Yep. Probably want to just build another factory building itself instead of trying to upgrade. It is literally the cheapest way to get more floor space for your devices. So like factories can kind of be anything, right? And it matters where you put the storage, because the workers actually have to travel to the storage and back to move things around.
Oh, there's only 1 minute. Oh, there's 10 minerals left here. Okay, this is where I wanted to get some of these isotopes. Yeah, we do need more storage, like you said.
I would just build a new factory and dedicate it to storage, like near your HQ.
Okay, let's do that then.
It costs very little.
This looks like a big rock. I'm gonna dismantle it. Maybe there'll be something inside.
So I didn't realize that rocks like had a random chance of giving you isotopes and minerals. That's cool. I thought they would like telegraph it like with the ruins, but apparently not. Makes it a roll of the dice.
Fine.
Let's see that.
We'll have some new ruins in the upcoming months as well. It's on the roadmap. Ruins and obsidian ruins.
Oh yeah. The new kinds of ruins I'm very excited for. They look really, really neat.
Yeah, I think it'll look really cool because it'll give you a reason. Normally, when I play, I'm like flattening out the area around my HQ and like building up buildings and creating like city blocks and stuff like that. But it'll be cool to have a reason to keep ruins around and to convert them into things that give you resources, and actually like having that visually interspersed with the other city buildings is going to be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as we keep adding buildings and stuff to the game, the idea is to like kind of make it so that you can make some like very like cohesive looking cities and like having some districts that are better for your citizens because they're more livable and the pollution is low and that's where the entertainment and stuff is, versus areas that are more industrial where you put your factories and your smokestacks and other stuff, and maybe you just kind of contain the pollution there and folks have to commute back and forth and for their jobs and stuff. It'll be neat. Yeah. A nice giant fan building. Yeah. My favorite.
In downtown Vancouver could really do with one this week.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so hot. Feels bad.
I'm really excited, but
you're the only one, Lulu.
I think I'm the only one at BYG who likes summer and likes the sun.
Yep. I live for the cold, dark, wet season that lasts for 10 months. Not 10 months. I wish that was 10 months of the year.
It feels like 10 months to me.
It's more like 6 months of the year, but those are my favorite 6 months. Perfect to stay inside, play video games, play D&D, not go outside.
The freedom of like not having a jacket when you leave the house is just like unspeakably good. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Jackets are all about fashion, and I don't know how you make short-sleeved things fashionable. You just cut the sleeves off. You're like, no sleeves, and then you're fashion.
That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Oh. Yeah, as you can see, like I was mentioning earlier, like all of a sudden trash starts to become a problem. But one thing that you can do, and Jared, I don't know if you know that you can do this, is that you can have any size storage receptacle start accepting trash.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true.
When we build that storage, factory, we can flag the large storage containers to accept trash, and I think that'll help not solve our waste problem, but delay it long enough to when we can start addressing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's for now I think even having full waste is not a huge issue because we're also close to full on these other resources. So my solution is to just fill in the corners with waste receptacles. Hey, System Chalk. Yeah, System Chalk says it's the first time that they're seeing Lulu on stream or hearing Lulu on stream.
Hi. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever streamed with BYG, I think. Just full stop.
Lulu, we're gonna have to do this more in the future, and for some of the Phantom Brigade streams too.
Yeah, as long as I'm not the one playing, like I get so nervous about people watching me play.
It is difficult to both play and engage with chat and answer questions at the same time. So that's why we usually divvy this up.
Yeah,
we'll have to do that.
Yeah, the lore stream. So if you have more questions, then yeah, you can ask them.
Yeah, exactly.
Answer them
We
with-
can't guarantee that we'll. Yeah.
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 There's a
Can't
lot of lore
guarantee-
that will eventually, surface over the course of the game that I can't yet talk about, but I will try my best.
Yeah. So if you have questions for Lulu, fire them away in chat. System Chalk says, lore questions. When will the Krakens be officially confirmed?
We were just talking about the
I mean,
Kraken.
Solar does mention octopi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sooner than you think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, indeed.
That water.
Don't have enough energy. Okay, but I'm basically
It's such a difficult.
yeah. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get to 200 minerals, and then I will build a command center over here, and then I can claim these ruins. That is the plan. But
nice.
Maybe is the actually I realized that I have a factory that I haven't even been using. Wow, these are all full. Guess that was probably an issue. Hold on, what do we have people assigned to that aren't doing anything? Okay, we don't need to move things.
Yeah.
We just need to clean or empty. Where is it? Empty waste modules or
Yeah. There's just quite a few jobs there.
Okay. Can we get a few more people? Is there three? No. Okay, we can wait a few seconds and see if 3 will show up. Nope, that's not 3.
Yeah. So actually, we haven't talked about this from a lore perspective yet. Lulu, let's talk about the shipyard a little bit. Like, if you can open it back up for us, Jared, for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that. So you can actually see here in the UI that we've actually got like different ships with their original destinations coming from Jupiter, Mars, Earth, Luna, Venus. Can you tell us more
That's
about
cool.
like
Yeah.
kind of the solar system of Titan and like how it is the same or different than ours and stuff like that, and where these people are coming from and why they're coming to Titan?
So there are 4 major colonies in the solar system, which is Earth, Luna, which is on the moon, on Earth's moon, Mars, and here on Titan. But there's also, off-worlders, who generally, if you are born off-world, you can't then come to a planet because the gravity won't be great for you. And there's also people so the Rebel Leo is talking about Soren, for instance, is a miner who has spent most of his life in the asteroid fields, where there's a lot of mining operations taking place. So the spaceport accepts ships from all over the solar system, a lot of different places. People come to Titan usually either they have kind of bought into the propaganda of Titan, or it's their last resort. It's somewhere to go that they kind of guaranteed a job, and the advertising for Titan is very positive, and imagine easy to believe.
Yeah. It's one of those grass is greener on the other side situations.
And you're not going to hear bad things about Titan. I imagine the council run a pretty tight ship in terms of their messaging.
Ah, I see.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I realized that I had
look.
minerals 3 on because I didn't have auto currency, and then I was building all those things that were really cheap. Like, wait, where are all my minerals going? Yeah, we can fix that.
There you
Okay,
go.
this will help.
Yay, command center. Will.
But you're gonna need more
Also,
power too.
you. Yeah.
Maybe an energy plant.
Interesting.
You could buy an energy
Right.
plant. If we can just focus on processing those minerals, then we will be able to do that. Because like, even if I do get this command center built, we won't be able to power it. It's a little bit of an issue.
Yeah. definitely think you still need a storage device or two flagged for trash in the factory next to your actual processing factory. Nah, not that one.
Yeah. Good point. I did use up all these minerals, so yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Where do I even have one? There are no storage things in here.
Yeah.
These
you might want to bump construct device higher up your priority list, because I think right now you have all the processing stuff on top of that. Yeah, put construct back up top. There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
System Chalk asks, is there an example of some lore writing that became some kind of gameplay mechanic, or has it tended to be filling out the details from what is currently in the game? So it's mostly been filling out the details of what's currently in the game, or working in tandem with Andy about stuff going into the game and how we can either justify it from a lore angle or use it to kind of expand the base of lore that we have. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to come up with reasons for gameplay. I really like that challenge in general. And Jana Ton asks, since Titan is quite an inhospitable place, how and why did rebels come into the picture? So rebels are usually, they were workers at one point, they were citizens on Titan. So, for instance, as we've discussed, Baja's parents run one of the biggest ship manufacturers on Titan, and there's people who become disillusioned or, realize that there's no place for them in the corporation they're currently working with, will often defect. Sorry, I'm talking over these advisors.
Sorry. Okay.
Most rebels were already living on Titan. They might have been brought up here, they might have come from another place, but they are just people who want something different than what Titan is currently providing them, which it's hard to blame them.
Yeah, wow.
That's why I really like the design of the kind of slum, the rebel bases that tend to be kind of very much ad hoc built. It's not necessarily an easier life to become a rebel. Probably more.
Okay, so it seems like there might be issues with the stream, but we, it looks like our background folks. Producer Marlon is on it. Okay, yeah, so we're trying to process some more minerals. Let's see. I did have a list of questions, but I think you've already gone through a lot of them. How about let's listen to some more of the advisors. Who do you want to listen to this time?
Oh, we got.
Okay, let's listen to my fave.
Hello, Founder. I wanted to talk to you about the salary scheme for your employees.
So happy.
Salary is paid at the end of the day on Titan every day. I'm sure you're wondering why employees even need a salary, especially given conversion, right? Well, it's sent to their families, and the workers will receive it once they've woken from their contract. Such a deep slumber, it'll be like waking from a long nap. Truth be told, though, very few employees make it to the end of their contract. Really makes their salary a bit of a waste of money, don't you think?
Okay, we can hear the.
Okay, we can hear the. Oh, can hear Jared twice.
Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Let me check. Ooh. Okay, well, I will continue playing.
Okay.
Should be okay now?
You okay now?
Nope.
Nope.
I is wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, Mal is saying that at least Matt and I can talk, maybe.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
I sound doubled too.
Doubled too.
For me.
For me.
I'm not hearing that, but
No, you sound good.
You sound good.
thanks.
Monologue.
Monologue.
Oh, great! My favorite. I don't know how good of a vampire I am to fill the next 15 minutes. Yeah. I'm just gonna run through some of the other questions Jared had for me and pretend he's asking them. Maybe.
I think that works.
Hello. I think that works.
No, I sound good.
Sound good.
Nope,
Nope,
I'm doubling again. Yeah, we might have to call the stream a little early. And then maybe come back on a little bit later. Yeah, we're going to give it a restart.
Okay.
Stay tuned, folks. Sorry for the technical difficulties.